Shine, my mothers and my brothers and my cheese wedges and my handlebars and my betas and my alphas and the ladies and their sons. Some of you new people are not familiar with the Rise and Shine episodes, which is how I started my videos probably 2 years ago. This might be one of the most important videos that I've done all year so far, and I want to share this with you. I am on my way down to the airport to pick up my mother and father and brother who have flown up from Florida for my brother Vincent's birthday party this weekend. It's kind of going to be kind of fun because all three boys are going to be in their 50s now. My baby brother is turning 50. I can't friggin' believe my baby brother is going to turn 50. I remember literally changing his diapers. Here's the lesson right now. In the movie Platoon, there was a group of men going through the jungle. It's a Vietnam War movie. And one man took some fire, got shot. He was on the ground screaming. And his commander came over to him. And here's the problem. It was at night. And with him screaming, that would draw attention to that particular group of men going through the jungle, which would eventually get them all killed, because he was drawing attention to them, which would obviously draw enemy fire. He's screaming on the ground. His commander comes over to him and squats down on the ground and says to him, "Take the pain, take the pain, take the pain." And literally, the guy, and I believe the guy that got shot was Forrest Whitaker. He's laying on the ground just like, he screaming in pain. And as his commander is saying, take the pain, he's like, and just kind of like, just breathing deep without verbalizing the pain. Because flailing in pain draws enemy fire, and would have gotten him and everyone else killed. In your life, take the pain. Do not post your pain on Instagram or Facebook. No more pining. No more sadness. No more grief or misery online. Post pictures of your meals, your pets, your dates, your motorcycles, your muscle cars. That's cool. Your vacations, your sunsets. Your pain, zip it. No more I miss her. No more I miss him. I would be telling my son this. No more being in pain. I saw the movie The Meg recently. And if you saw that, and I'm a fan of Sharknado and Shark Week and all these kinds of things, what you discover quickly, if you're into sharks, is that if you act like a wounded creature in the water, that creates a feeding frenzy where you get devoured. If you don't and calmly swim or float, you don't attract the sharks. The more you flail, the more you verbalize your pain in life, on social media, the more of a feeding frenzy there will be with people eating you alive. And they don't forget when you were in pain. They don't forget your misery. They don't forget when you were pining for her or pining for him. They remember the crash. And especially like the memes, like, I want to be loved for who I am and not what's in my wallet, and it's about time people appreciate someone for who they are on the inside and not on the outside. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. Please, no flailing in public. You're going to attract the sharks and get eaten alive. Nobody, and I mean, it might do something for you to let that out. You want coaching, call me. Email me, gb@georgebruno.com. Talk to a therapist. Talk to somebody, but do not post your pain. Do you hear me? Do not post your pain. What do you get from not posting your pain? You learn stoicism. You learn the value of not living by your emotions and expecting people's feedback, because that's all that is. People say, well, it's a cry for help. No, it's not a cry for help. That's bullshit. It's a cry for attention because somebody pulled their attention away from you. And the attention of strangers on Facebook or acquaintances or friends or whatever the hell you want to call them is not going to replace a love that you lost or that abandoned you. So as you're going through the Stoic responses to pain, because remember, Epictetus, great Stoic philosopher, said, men are not disturbed by things, but by their opinions about those things. That's why if a man says, I could never live without her, she's my everything, then guess what? When she's gone, he can't live without her because she was his everything. Those are the hardest type of people to help get back on track. And that's when a lot of men zero themselves out, put the gun in their mouth, overdose, or slowly do it over a period of time by drinking themselves to sleep. People commit suicide in many ways. Sometimes people do it in a tenth of a second with a firearm. Other times they do it one martini at a time. Take the pain, recover in private, have one person you can talk to who's, don't be afraid of anyone being judgmental. There's this whole thing of like, find people who are non-judgmental. Shut the fuck up. Life isn't like Planet Fitness, all right? It's not the no judgment zone. Some of your best growth is going to happen because somebody judged you or accurately assessed you. So let's get away from the pussification of emotions and start thinking about mental toughness and stability. Roll with the changes. Be like a palm tree in the wind. You ever notice the great oak trees? When a hurricane or tornado comes, crack, they go down and all the roots come up with them. The unassuming palm tree, for those of you that live in Florida and in tropical areas. That thing just blows with the wind. It just goes with the wind. I want you to be like that. So when tough winds come, you don't go crack and break and get set back for years. How many years of your life have been wasted because some rough winds came and you just broke and tore up your roots? If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. Take the pain. Don't attract the feeding frenzy, and you'll be fine. Thanks.